Alright, what is going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to the Weekend Preview. Tonight is actually Sunday, October 1st, 2017. It is pretty late here. It's actually past 9:30. Damn, it's almost 10 p.m. here by the time I'm filming this. Had a pretty busy day myself between a really long stream earlier today and getting some personal stuff done and patron stuff in particular tonight, which I'll talk about in a moment. So I'm really running behind tonight, which is why if you're watching this on YouTube, you may be like, wow, he posted it way later than usual. In addition, you may notice I'm recording at the wrong resolution. I'm recording at 720p instead of 1080p. Apologies for that. It's just the Weekend Preview. It's not a big deal. It's not like you need the utmost visual quality to see my ugly face, right? Not a big deal. So, folks, this week is what I would like to call the calm before the storm, because today is October 1st, which means we have officially started the fall gaming season, the hardcore gaming season, and the month that I like to call Broketober, or this month, or this year, I like to call it Nopetober. Why is that? Well, it's because guess what, folks? There are no fewer than 6 major AAA release games releasing just this month, in addition to other things such as, I believe there'll be episodic game releases and the like. There's a lot going on in the month of October, all right? And I'm going to talk about it in a moment. But basically, number one, it's Broketober, because if you actually are going to attempt to play even half these games, you're going to be broke. And number two, it's Nopetober, because there's literally no way you can play all of these games at the same time. There's actually one day when 3 of these games release on the same date. I know, folks, it's like these game publishers / marketers / whoever have no brains. Like, let's not actually try to space our games out. Let's all have all the big releases released on the same day. Pretty ludicrous in my opinion. So let's talk, because this week in particular is the calm before that gaming storm. And what I mean by that is, this week in particular, there will not be constant live streaming as usual. There will be constant video footage on YouTube, because I'm actually taking some time away this week. And I've been doing extended streams and extended sessions of gameplay in order to accumulate extra footage. So I'll have videos going live on DSP Gaming on YouTube while I'm taking this time away. All right. So let's talk. Let's actually get down to the nitty gritty of everything that you can expect this week. So you're not in the dark. All right. I will say this. Month of September, excellent for multiple reasons. Number one, it was a great gaming month. Let's face it. It was a lot of fun, right? September really was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the month. Overall, YouTube pretty much stayed the same, meaning it didn't get better. It didn't get worse. It pretty much stayed level with where it had been in the month of August. Now, I told you, August was actually a pretty good month on YouTube. It increased from the slow summer, so we're just on par there. Streaming, just about where it was as well. It actually went down slightly when it comes to bits and cheers, but it went up in regards to tips, so it all kind of evened out. So September ended up being, again, a good month, just like August was, so we're keeping this momentum going, which is good. If you actually look at the games that were released in September, some good, but some not, kind of Like, there wasn't necessarily games that brought out a ton of people who normally wouldn't watch my stuff. So I'm actually expecting in October to see hopefully an increase, because now we're talking the big AAA releases that everyone wants to see. But the big story here is Patreon. We actually hit the Patreon goal for the month of September. Now, isn't it funny? Back in August, I ran the same exact Patreon goal and we came way under. This month, we hit it. In fact, this month, we exceeded the Patreon goal by a bunch. Typically, what happens is every month, people pledge. But when they pledge, usually there's about anywhere from 10 to 20 people whose pledges get declined, which can amount from anywhere from like $50 to $200 in declined pledges. This month, we had 3 declined pledges, totaling about $15. That's a big difference, because typically, you know, what I see on my Patreon page is, oh, did we hit the goal? It might not be. This month, we were actually over to cover for those people who would be declined, and then they ended up not getting declined. So thank you, everyone. Your support was overwhelmingly positive this one. And that means we are doing the Halloween Horror Marathon. In fact, by the time I'm filming this video, I've already sent out messages to all of the September patrons in regards to information that I need from you in order to get your forum accounts upgraded on thekingofhate.com so that you could start nominating games. Or if you already have a previous pledge and you're already upgraded on thekingofhate.com, you can already start nominating horror games for the Halloween Marathon right now, and I recommend you start that, because what I'm going to be doing is having that thread open from now until about 1 week before Halloween. Then I'm going to close that off, look at the games that were most nominated, and make a thread that's going to have a poll of the most nominated games for the patrons to vote. They'll be voting for 1 week, and at the end of that week, whatever wins the poll, will be the games played. Now, I'm estimating probably 3 to 4 games will be played during the course of the Halloween Marathon. That's what I did last year, and it worked out really well. Just some suggestions, if people are maybe wondering, gee, what game should we suggest? Hey, Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight both released this year. I played them back when they were new releases. They were fun. That would be maybe fun to throw in there, just saying, as like maybe one of the entries. But that's just an example. You don't have to nominate that. I'm just saying that's an example of games that would be perfect. I'm sure there's horror-themed games out there that I have not dabbled into yet that people may want to see me playing. So there you go. Please start nominating games right away. I've already PM'd all of the patrons on patreon.com. So you should have the link to the thread if you qualified for it because you pledged enough in September. Now, the second half of this celebration on Patreon is that I'm going to be doing dressing up for Halloween during that marathon, and you're going to be able to vote on the category of costume that I'm going to be wearing. Now, that poll is not live yet. Reason being, I need to actually go out to the Halloween stores around here and see what's available. I don't want to promise people, oh, here's some categories. Celebrities, pop culture television, movies, video games, classic horror, and then I go out and I find out there's real shitty costumes for a category, and that category wins. Now I end up dressing as something stupid. I don't want that to happen. So this week in particular, during my time away from streaming, one of the things I'm actually going to do is go out. There's 2 or 3 local stores that have popped up, Halloween-themed stores. And I'm going to head in and see what they've got. In fact, there's a Party City that has a bunch of Halloween-themed stuff. And then there's 2. One Spirit of Halloween, and I forget the name of the other one. But they always pop up around Halloween, so I'm very excited to go see what they've got this year. You'll want to follow me on Twitter, or specifically on Instagram, which is also instagram.com/theycallmeDSP. I'll be taking pictures of costumes that I think are notable, okay, and posting them up there to maybe give you an idea for when I do make the category poll later this month, so you'll know what to vote for, okay? Now, that's for patrons. It's exclusive to patrons to be able to vote, FYI. That's what I tell people every month. Dude, people who pledge to my Patreon, you guys are able to get in on so many different events and things. You're going to control the whole marathon and what I dress as in the marathon. That's awesome. So if you missed out on the September goal, folks, don't fret. There's 3 good goals actually coming up in the next 3 months that I think people are really going to be motivated to pledge for, and I'm going to talk about them right now. I'm not going to jump the gun on 2 of them, but I'll let you know, for example, coming up, one of them is going to be a multiplayer event where I play all the multiplayer games of this whole season, probably in early January. And then another event's going to be a Christmas marathon where I play holiday-themed games, similar to the Halloween marathon, okay? So those events are coming, but the event that's going to be this month's Patreon goal, and I have not set this up yet on Patreon, I will when I get the chance, more than likely when I come back from my time off. But the goal is going to be this, ladies and gentlemen. Me playing PlayerUnknown's Battleground, all right? Now, it's going to be a marathon, probably 6 to 7 hours of me trying out this game. Here's how I'm doing it. I would love to play it on console. It's supposed to come out by the end of 2017 on the Xbox One. It's already been slated. It just doesn't have a solid release date. That being said, okay, it is huge on PC, like ginormously huge. Everyone's playing this game on PC. At one point, it became the biggest game on Steam being played. And, that's huge. On a daily basis, there's thousands upon thousands of people playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And people already said, Phil, you missed out that you're not playing this game. So, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do this as the monthly goal. If I hit the funding goal for this month on Patreon, right over here, I'm going to be doing a marathon of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds coming up. And it'll probably be in late November because that looks like a time when there's a lot of downtime. There's not, like, it looks like after, I think, like the final Tuesday of November, there's a whole week where there's nothing going on. So maybe that's a perfect time to do it, okay? So that being said, here's how it's going to go. If the game releases on Xbox One by the end of November, which we have no idea if it will or not, I'll be playing it on the Xbox One. If It does not release by the end of November on the Xbox One. Since this is a special Patreon marathon event rather than like an ongoing playthrough, I'm going to do it differently than I usually do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to stream it on Twitch from my PC. Now, you may say, but Phil, you can't play PC games. When you play PC games, your quality dips because you're capturing and you're streaming at the same time. It's going to be all choppy, so how are you going to pull this off on PC? Well, since this is a special event, I'm going to do it differently. Instead of recording locally like I usually do, I'm just going to stream, period. And what I'm going to do is allow Twitch to back up the stream. And then what I'll do is use that backup stream to create highlights, which will probably end up being roughly a half an hour in length or more. So I'll split that 7-hour session into half-an-hour chunks. And then I will export those chunks and upload them to my DSP Gaming channel. It's probably going to take time. It's going to be work, but I want to do PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I want to do it as an event that I'm going to do in November when there's a little bit of downtime, and it would suck if I have to hold up the entire event because it's still not out on Xbox One, all right? So, it'll be on Xbox One if available. If not, it'll be on PC. That's going to be in late November. That's the goal for this month, all right? So that's cool. I mean, how many games have I played as a result of a patron goal being hit that in the past I never did? Right? Minecraft, in particular, right? I believe Undertale was one. You know, entire franchises like Persona, Yakuza, games that I never even knew anything about, and then I tried them out and ended up doing ongoing playthroughs and series based off of these games. This could be another one. People have been telling me so much, you got to play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So I'm going to be checking that out. If I hit the funding goal this month, it'll be a special event. All right? Fair enough? Okay. All right, folks. So now that we've got all the patron celebration stuff out of the way, FYI, these past few days, like I said, I've been storing up videos. In particular, stored up, I have right now 2 sessions of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. One, I actually was playing against viewers. It was a viewer lobby where viewers came and challenged me for a good 4-hour session. The other is an online session of ranked multiplayer that I did last night that did not go so good because the game has degraded into crap. Everyone's playing the same character. Everyone's playing Gamora with Reality Stone, and everyone's doing exactly the same attacks and pattern with Gamora. You can pretty much tell someone watched a tournament, and everyone bit off of the gameplay of the tournament, and it's pretty much unbeatable at this point. You can't block the stuff with Gamora that's going on. It's too quick, and the mix-ups are too fast online to actually block, and it becomes unbeatable. So needless to say, I didn't have a very good time playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite ranked matches when I played them last night. So I got these 2 sessions saved. In addition, today, I played a 4.5-hour session of Ultra Street Fighter 2, 45 matches, well, not really matches, sets, because usually Ultra Street Fighter 2 is sets, so over 100 individual fights were fought in this session. I won overabundantly. I won like 86 to like 16 or something like. I think it was like 86 to 18 record. So pretty damn good. Tons of wins. Of course, there's still salt for idiots playing fucking Akuma online who should not be in fucking ranked matches because he's broken as shit. But I digress. It was a very fun set. People on stream really loved it. I've only uploaded like 12 of those videos, so I've still got like over 30 plus more matches / sets of Ultra Street Fighter 2 to upload this week. So that's what I've got so far. Now, let's talk about what else gameplay-wise you can expect before I go on break and when I come back, all right? So, Monday, tomorrow, completely open. I decided I'm going to do something that just happened, if you're not aware, just a couple days ago. This game, Fortnite, which is a game from Epic Games that was made like, it was supposed to be like half tower defense, half third-person action shooter, made by the same people who made Gears of War, and it's like zombie survival and stuff like that. Didn't sell very well. Game came out as a full-price $60 game, and people were like, why are we going to do that for an online-only game like this? Doesn't make any sense. So what they've done is they now released Fortnite Battleground. I know. It plays apparently very similar to PlayerUnknown's Battleground, to the point where the makers of PlayerUnknown's Battleground are actually thinking of suing them, saying that you copied our actual, not only idea, but maybe our code, because the people who made PlayerUnknown's Battleground are actually using the Unreal Engine, who's made by Epic Games, and they think what happened was they uploaded their source code to these guys because they're using this engine to be licensed. So, you know, they upload the code of our game mode to them so that it could be made in their engine, and then we can release our game. They actually are accusing Epic Games of stealing their code and making their own rip-off version of their game. So it's free. It's free to play. I'm going to download it on PS4, and I'm going to try that out tomorrow. Now, if I really like it, let's say I'm playing, I'm like, wow, this is interesting, it's different, it's unique, it's fun, I'm going to really enjoy this, I want to keep playing it, then I'm going to play it all day on Monday. But if it isn't my cup of tea, or for some reason it's not super entertaining, maybe to a viewing audience, I don't know, then I'm not going to play it all day, all right? Then if that happens, I will switch over, and on Monday night, I will begin my Spyro 1 playthrough. If you're not aware, that's the game that is the current Patron's Choice playthrough. And that'll be continuing on throughout the month of October, balanced with all the new releases. It's going to be the downtime game that I balance with the new releases. So, that's the idea, is going to try out this Fortnite Battleground mode, see if I like it. If I do, it'll be double stream of it. If not, well, then I will start my Spyro playthrough at night, okay? Tuesday, I'm going to leave up in the air, because Tuesday I'm only doing one stream, all right? But, again, if Fortnite was good, maybe I'll play Fortnite. If not, maybe I'll do Spyro. So I'm leaving it open. So in the next couple of days, you're going to see Fortnite, Battleground, and Spyro on my streams. Important note, both Monday and Tuesday, much like today and yesterday, I'm going to be doing earlier streams. Meaning the streams are going to start 1 hour earlier, around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, instead of 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. Because I'm attempting to record extra footage, so I have extra footage to upload over the course of the week when I'm not streaming, okay? So, double stream tomorrow, Monday, one long stream on Tuesday. Tuesday night, that's it. I'm officially on my time off. What I'm going to do is take that opportunity to try to get some stuff done that I need to get done personally that's not so fun. So, for example, pay a stack of bills and do that kind of shit. Get that all done Tuesday night so that I can have 4 relaxing days away from stream. Meaning, starting on Wednesday, the 4th, I will not be live streaming. It'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days with no live streams, folks, okay? What I will be doing is uploading videos. So, I'm going to have at least 2 to 3 batches of Volta Street Fighter 2. I have 2 to 3 batches of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And we're going to see how much footage I actually get recorded on Monday and Tuesday. And maybe I'll have some Fortnite or some Spyro or something extra for you to upload during the week as well. So, every day, you're going to see new videos. Even though I'm not live streaming it all on Twitch, you will see the new videos daily on DSP Gaming. All right, now, one thing that I want to suggest, but obviously this is completely optional, you don't have to do it. If you like my daily live streams and you like everything going on, for 4 days I won't be live streaming, which means no one will be able to cheer, sub, or tip. I'm just saying, maybe in the next couple of days, if you'd like to do that to help me out, you know what I mean? Or on the flip side, when I come back from my break, all right, maybe 4 days is saved up now if you want to go crazy or whatever. And you don't have to. I'm just saying it'll help, because if I get 4 days with missed revenue, that's not going to be very good, okay? Now, when I come back, here's what I'm going to do. I'm planning on coming back on it's a Sunday night, which is the 8th. Yes, the 8th. I'm planning on coming back, and supposedly, Batman, the Telltale series Season 2, is supposed to have an episode 2 that releases during this week. His hair just went right in my friggin' mouth. I hate when that happens. If it does actually release this week, well, I think that's what I'm going to stream that night when I come back. That way it'll be more mellow. People can come back and watch me play a 2-hour, narrative release, rather than me going to a 4 or 5 hour late night stream or whatever. It will be a later stream, by the way, on that Sunday night. What I'm planning on doing is filming the weekend preview, getting that live, then going live with Batman and playing that Batman episode, all right? And then that Monday, I will decide, is it going to be all Spyro, or is it going to be Spyro balanced with Fortnite? Will I maybe be craving a fighting game? I might be craving, I want to play some MVC Infinite, or I want to do, something else. So Monday the 10th, that's what it will be, all right? Monday the 10th will be a whole day of that kind of stuff. And then on I said Monday the 10th, and it was Monday the 9th. I completely screwed that up. It's Monday the 9th, folks. Sorry. And then that Tuesday, Middle-earth Shadow of War premieres. And yes, obviously I'll be playing that all day. And that's pretty much going to be my major focus for 3 straight days. I'm sorry. I got a frog in my throat, guys. I'm trying to clear it, and it's not really clearing up too well. It's pissing me off. The reason I'll be playing Middle-earth Shadow of War for 3 straight days is because on Friday, which is the 13th, the Evil Within 2 releases. And then guess what? The next week, South Park The Fractured But Whole releases. And then at the end of the month, we've got 3 more releases all releasing on one day, which is crazy. One thing I'm not playing this year, folks, unless I get it donated, is WWE 2K18. You might say, well, why? You play it every year. 2 reasons. Number 1, because last year, I really didn't get much out of it. I bought it. It didn't have a story mode, narrative mode at all. And so I tried to play the My Career mode, which ended up being boring after just a few hours. They didn't really improve it at all like they had promised they were going to. They didn't. It ended up being pretty much the same career mode, and I was very disappointed. And really, I did like one holiday Sims exhibition, and I really never went back to it. I just wasn't interested. Now, guess what happened? This last year, I left my partnership with Machinima, which was a managed partnership, and went into a standard one with Curse, which means none of my videos are copyright protected anymore for Content ID. And I'm not exaggerating. Every single video that I've ever fucking made from a WWE game was claimed this year. Meaning anything you watch of me that I've ever done in WWE, I make no money ever moving forward. Isn't that fucking nice? So the only way I could play WWE 2K18 would be to mute I have to mute all the music in the game. I have to mute the commentary. I have to mute anything like that that can be caught as audio and say, oh, it's fucking copywritten or whatever. In addition, if I were playing any game mode that had video footage of anything like a match, I'd have to try to block it out or skip it or do something because all that shit gets claimed by Content ID Match by WWE. So you see my point? If I know I'm not going to play it that much, it still doesn't have a narrative story mode, right? I'm not going to buy it. The exception would be if someone's dying to see me do some coverage of WWE and donates the game, then I will play it because, okay, you donated it and I'm not basically paying $60 for something I'm going to play a couple times. But there's no way I'm going to spend $60 on this game when I did it last year and I regretted it because I really didn't play it that much and get much out of it at all, okay? So that's the deal with WWE. I'm probably not... Hey, if I was playing WWE now, there would be 7 new releases in October that I have to cover, right? So there you have it, folks. That's the rough month. So you see a little bit of fun stuff before I go away this week. When I go for time off this week, I won't be live streaming, but there will be constant new videos on DSP Gaming. When I return, I hit the ground running with Batman. Then we're going to probably do some more Spyro, maybe some Fortnite, maybe a fighting game. And then we're right into new releases. Boom. And I fully expect, like I said, with all these AAA new releases coming out, I expect I'm probably going to see increased stream numbers. Video views on YouTube will go up slightly because of these new games. I really am. I'm expecting to see some kind of an increase in performance this month. So I'm not really too worried about being away for 4 days. At the same time, I am kind of worried because right now I'm in a position where there's a lot going on behind the scenes I haven't really been able to tell you guys about. And I am nervous if I get a dip in income this month, it's really going to hurt me, okay? One final thing before we adjourn on this weekend preview, folks. At some point this month, it's looking more like around the 3rd week of October, which is good because the only release that 3rd week is South Park The Fractured But Whole. It's looking like there's going to be a day when I'm going to be doing a special event for Twitch. Now, I don't have any of the actual specifics or details worked out yet, but apparently what this is going to be, I was contacted by Twitch to do a special event where it's going to be integration of extensions with gameplay, so you, the viewers, are going to be able to click on my stream with a mouse, or if you have a touchpad, touch the screen, and actually do stuff with an extension built into my stream and affect gameplay directly. This has not been done, at least on any stream I've done. If you've noticed the extensions that I've messed with, there was one where you could press it and you would see my loadout in Destiny 2 when I was playing Destiny 2. And right now there's an extension I'm using that's my leaderboard of cheers. So you can see, oh, who's the top cheerer for this stream or for this week or month or all time or whatever. That's built now into my Twitch dashboard. But I've never actually done a thing with actual integration into the game. And that's going to be coming up sometime this month. I'm really pleased that Twitch contacted me about this because I've actually been one of the people who said when extensions launched last month, I was like, this is massive potential for positive stuff. I think this could be really good for streaming. And then someone who actually watches my streams, who works at Twitch, who's my partner manager, picked me out for this special event and said Phil would fit this perfectly. That's freaking cool. So I'll let you know more details when they're available. I just want to throw that out there so you know it's coming. I probably won't be mentioning it for much until I finally get all the specifics. I'm sure they're going to send me a contract to be part of it and everything like that, So I can't talk specifics about it at all. I'll just let you know a fun event with extensions and interactivity is coming in October. And when it happens, I hope you'll turn out for that stream so that we can get hyped for it and see how this actually works out, okay? All right. That is it for the weekend preview, everyone. I want to say thank you again to the September patrons for making the Halloween Horror Marathon possible. Thank you again, everyone, for a great September month. Let's make October even as good, if not better, with all the new releases. And hopefully, with the 4 days off, I'll finally come back refreshed, having a lot of fucking sleep, which I have not had recently, and feeling ready and invigorated. Because I'll be honest, the stress, guys, behind the scenes of the shit going on in my life has been getting to me. I know you guys have noticed it. Some nights I can't even sleep. I'm up till 6 in the morning and then I got to be up at 10 to work. It sucks. I'm hoping these 4 days of not streaming are going to be enough to recuperate me and I'm going to come back stronger than ever and be able to finish the year strong. Okay. So we'll see. I'll let you know all the details. And like I said, over here, you're going to want to follow me because I'm going to be posting up pictures of Halloween costumes and stuff on the time off. But thank you everyone for great stuff and for your support. Without further ado, thank you to the following September patrons who actually made the upcoming Halloween Horror Marathon possible. Have a good night, everyone. See you tomorrow for new stuff. Peace out.